So a couple of weeks ago, the FDA completely banned Juul e-cigarettes. They said they weren't safe for the market. They had to come off the market, which is a big deal because Juul is the market leader in e-cigarettes. But then a couple of days ago, they actually put a hold on that ban. They paused it. So what the hell's going on here? Let's talk about it. So the FDA has been cracking down on e-cigarettes, and what they're telling e-cigarette makers is that they have to prove that their product has a net public health benefit. In other words, that there's a net benefit to the population, and that net benefit is going to be a balance between two things. One good thing, which is the potential of e-cigarettes to help people quit, and we've had recent data. There was a Cochrane review that suggested that e-cigarettes with nicotine are more effective than nicotine replacement and more effective than counseling alone at helping smokers to quit, so that's a good thing. But it's balanced against a bad thing, which is the risk that young people, and we know that millions of teens have tried vaping and now regularly vape, so the risk that young people will take this up, people who are not smokers, and will start with a new addiction, will become addicted to nicotine e-cigarettes. And could that also possibly be a gateway? Could they become addicted to nicotine e-cigarettes and then that acts as a gateway for them to sort of graduate to tobacco cigarettes eventually? So it's the balance between the benefit of helping people to quit smoking and the risk of getting a whole new generation of people hooked on e-cigarettes. And the challenge that Juul has there is that for a long time, it sort of led the charge in marketing e-cigarettes to young people. It's no longer the market leader in that demographic, but it certainly was the company that brought e-cigarettes to that young demographic, particularly with fruit-flavored and candy-flavored e-cigarettes, and by marketing on social media. So it's largely known as the company that's responsible for that youth epidemic with vaping. But what's even more perplexing is that when the FDA initially banned it, it didn't talk about Juul's role in getting young people addicted to e-cigarettes. It actually talked about the safety of the product. It actually talked about a concern that there are chemicals within those e-liquid pods that actually might be toxic and harmful, which is really quite concerning because this, again, is the market leader. And it gets even more mysterious because now the FDA is saying that there are specific scientific points in Juul's application that merit closer evaluation, whatever that means. But either way, this is a good reminder that vaping is not innocuous. There are chemicals in those e-liquid pods, and those chemicals are further transformed into other chemicals when you superheat them with the atomizer in that e-cigarette to turn them into vapor. And we just don't know what the long-term effects are of those chemicals.